And you know what else I noticed with this, like, I don't know if we want to call it like your second win of making music, but you really switched the style up, really finding your lane, really kind of holding into that Detroit wave, the Detroit sound. What was it about the Detroit sound and their beats that you really connected with as an artist?
Honestly, I was listening to a lot of that shit before anybody here was. That probably go back to, I want to say maybe 2018, 2017 or some shit like that. They was talking about the shit we was doing. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't just talking about the glamour and the glitz and shit. Like, they was talking about the shit that's really going on. Like, so if you know what they talking about, it's kind of impossible for you not to gravitate towards the music, because you gonna relate to it. You know what I'm saying? So, and at the time, they market was like, it didn't have the spotlight on it how it does now. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, some of them they was like underground for real. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, shit, like, these niggas like me. You know what I'm saying? They making the music, they talking about the shit. This what I want to listen to. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to ride around listen to no niggas singing and shit all day. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was just the vibe I was in. So of course that shit, it had an effect on my music and my sound. But I mean, if you ask me, for real, I don't sound like nobody. Like, I could get on a beat, any kind of beat. You know what I'm saying? Like, from anybody, a producer from the West Coast to the South to the East, it don't matter. Like, so it's just, I mean, it's a comparison. You know, I don't knock it. You know what I'm saying? It don't make me feel no kind of way at all. Like, you know, if you could compare anything I'm doing to some people or some guys who is successful with something, then that shit, I ain't tripping.
But I think it works. That's the thing about it. Like, I think it works, and I think it sounds amazing.
So this is the Midwest, bro. That is, Detroit is 3 hours away. Them niggas be down here, we be up there, man. You gotta come through Cincinnati to get to Kentucky, Indiana, all that shit, bro. They be like, if you know what's going on out here, you know that this shit, we connected. This shit is not it's not separated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's Michigan. It's a different state. But if you really know what's going on, you know how tied in and interlocked the Midwest really is. Like, we all at the max are 4 hours away from each other. So I don't care if it's Indianapolis, West Virginia. Like, I'm bumping into niggas from all of these states. You know what I'm saying? Because this is where we at. We in the middle. We in the Midwest. So it's like, shit, our shit gonna sound like each other. It's like a mixture of everything for real. You know what I'm saying? We don't really have no unique exact sound because we in the middle.
Yeah, and it's becoming a good thing that Detroit is getting noticed for their sound and things like that, and it's becoming more of, like you said, a Midwest sound, and not just being, you know, it started in Detroit, but a lot of other people from the Midwest are picking up on it, and two, that's making it's to the point a lot of these artists I didn't know about until you were doing records with them. You were you were one of the first artists here doing music with Babyface Ray and Icewear Vezzo. I didn't see anyone else here getting those features. So tell me, how did that go about? How did you go about linking up with Babyface Ray and Icewear Vezzo?
Man, on some real shit, Instagram, bro. Like, Viz, like, see, the thing of, like I said, I've been listening to that music, you know what I'm saying? So when in the beginning of 2020, when I was like, yo, I'm about to quit bullshitting, you know what I'm saying? I start reaching out to a couple guys who music I fuck with, like, not just because of the following or whatever. It was like, you know, if I'm listening to this music, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, I rock with these guys, so I'm gonna just reach out to a couple of them, you know, and I'm gonna go from there. So shit, I reached out to Vez, I reached out to Face, I reached out to Rio, you know, like, shit, when G start rotating for real in Louisville, like, nobody up here was listening to that shit. You know what I'm saying?
EST
Like,
Gee, you was one of the first artists that I was.
The only reason I even knew about him is because I got some guys from down south who put me on to that. We wasn't even listening to that. You know what I'm saying? We didn't know who he was or nothing. They told me, bro, go listen to this. Like, you gon' I'm telling you, just go listen to it. I was listening to that shit for months. You know what I'm saying? That's all I was listening to. And I'm telling everybody, you know, and I'm telling them, like, shit, bro, you know, I could tell already. Like, I got a good ear for music. Like, I know when something gonna pop. Like, so shit, I reached out to him. Like, I got a verse from bro that never came out. You know what I'm saying? Like, outside of the one that did come out. Like, so it's like I was just trying to figure this shit out. You know, like our city don't nobody pay too much attention to this city. You know what I'm saying? So in my head, I'm like, shit, I gotta make them pay attention. I gotta make them be like, who is dude?
Facts.
Like, who is he? You know, go see who I am. Where is he from? Oh, okay. So what's going on down there?
Man,
I'm trying to show him what's really going on down here. Like, this shit is like, it's the same shit, man.
For sure. And that's crazy because you really went nuts during the pandemic with dropping with Icewear Vezzo, Babyface Ray, EST Gee, and all these artists. You really were the artist getting everybody hit. I never heard about EST Gee before, you know, before I seen the records that you all had. And it was like right after that, they hit me up like, oh, well, let's interviews and this is. I'm like, well, well, this the guy that was just with Millie. Like, so with that being said, with you putting these artists here in Cincinnati, do you make sure that they are putting you back into their markets as well when you link up with them and make these songs and things like that?
I mean, you know, at the end of the day, shit, this shit business. I can't make a nigga do shit. You know what I'm saying? But I have developed good relationships with some of the guys that I done did records with. Like, some of the relationships is stronger than other ones. You know what I'm saying? That's how it go. This shit ain't like, these niggas don't owe me nothing. They don't know me. You know what I'm saying? I didn't grow up with it. These niggas don't owe me a thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm hitting a nigga trying to get a verse. That's what I'm doing. And I'm hitting him trying to get the verse because he got traction. And they, you know what I'm saying? You know this. Like, I'm not hitting you up when you nobody trying to buy no verse from you.
Yeah,
you know
they know why you hitting them up.
Yeah, so it's like, but like my relationship with Vez, that shit developed off me starting off buying a verse from him. You know what I'm saying? That's how that shit went. And shit, he just seen what was going on, you know what I'm saying? And took it upon himself to be like, shit, I fuck with you. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's just what it was, like.
Man, that's really your homie. I see you with him
for sure,
all the time.
That's my guy. I fuck with bro for real, like, you know. And it's like, shit, it ain't no paperwork or none of that. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no money situation or nothing. Like, bro opens up his platform to me and a number of other young niggas that's trying to turn up. You know what I'm saying? He understand he bigger than just an artist for real. Like, bro got a better mind than just, he a rapper. You know what I'm saying? Which is why he got all the traction he got right now and he independent. Cause he got out the deal with Motown, cause when he was with Motown, they couldn't even figure out what to do with him. You know what I'm saying? Then he do the shit himself. He go #1 on Billboard. I mean, he in the top 10, you know what I'm saying? And he hit #1. So it's like, shit.
He do it on his own.
He got a good businessman for this shit. So it's like, I appreciate being around, being able to soak some of the shit up that I have, being in the rooms that I done been in, rubbing elbows with the niggas I done bumped into, you know, people seeing me, people remembering who I am, you know, all that. That shit go a long way.
Gotta say, because literally I was chopping it up with an artist from Cleveland, Piggy.
Yeah, that's my dog.
She had came to Cincinnati and we were talking and she was like, oh yeah, you know Millie, like I'm like, yeah, that's bro. So she's like, yeah, I know him.
I fuck with Piggy, man. Piggy got Cleveland on Smash, man.
Yeah.
Like, real St. Clair baby for real, man. She got that shit on Smash, man. We was out there shooting a video in the rain on her block you feel me? Damn near probably at the house she grew up in or some shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, she doing her thing and they fucking with her. Like, Cleveland, they got her back, you know. So she big out there. She gonna keep getting bigger too, you know.
I agree. So with it being said that you are one of the artists here that's really getting people hip, you have a power to get everybody else here, DJs, other artists, just regular people hip to these outside artists from these surrounding cities. Now do you kind of be like, you know what, I gotta be careful about who I do bring into the city, or because it's a power, you just like, it is what it is?
Hell no. I connect dots, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been doing that shit my whole life. And it's like, I just accepted it. Like, I don't really, if I connect the dot, I'm not even thinking like, damn, a motherfucker gotta look out for me or scratch my back. Like, I don't, you know, if I could connect the dot, I'ma just do it. Like, it is what it is. I'ma get my get back somehow. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, it's gonna come back to me in a good way somehow. So I don't really be worried about that too much. I just be working. My whole thing is working. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep pressing and keep going up. That's all I care about right now.
Man, nah, and when I say that, just ask it, because, you know, some people, they get to the point where it's like, you know what, man, I'm really getting niggas hips, so maybe I should be more strategic about what I'm doing, because
that's because, you know, some guys, they just want the credit and shit. Like, I don't care, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't... It's a lot of shit I done started and here, especially in our city, it's a lot of shit, like, that I could be like, act like that about. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, shit, it is what it is. That's why I'm happy I inspire people. You know what I'm saying? That I'm an inspiration, that people see me do stuff and do it or any of that. You know what I'm saying? That's part of this. That's part of being like somebody with an image. You know what I'm saying? Like,
with
people, yeah, they gonna copy you. It is what it is. They gonna either copy you or duplicate it or try to remake. You know what I'm saying? That means I'm doing something right. You know, I do something and somebody try to do it like me, I did it right then. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really be tripping, you know.